And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Roethlisberger. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Side taken in by Claypool. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They hand this off to Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Right side, Claypool's got it. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That catch good for only a couple.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Dobbins trying the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tyson Alualu able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2nd and 14. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from
all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They'll run here with Dobbins.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Justin Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
The quick slant caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two,